Oh, welcome back. Time to move up inside to the keep.
I'm gone.
We just circle around just to explore the entire area, just so everything is lit up and that we have discovered everything on the outside. Yes, into the citadel we go. We will get back my throne. They haven't ruined my bed, have they?
This is my kind of work.
Follow my steps.
The Queen showed us nothing but respect and fair treatment after she said with the crusade. Not the future clamoring to be told by the page in my hand, but your future, the future of a person who first brought the page to me. Yes. I both agree that we would stay here to wait for you. We are supposed to serve the Queen, but our hearts are here. Besides, you are still the commander of the Crusade, and I have no right to abandon you. If there's almost no hope left, though. In its future, in the passes of looking through shadows, those multiple visions come one after another. Is, okay. 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 Here comes the commander kit. So, Commander, do you like a bit of cereal just in time to hear friends screaming?
Knight Commander, at last we meet.
Ooh.
And I greet you, Knight Commander. I suppose you are asking yourself why I am here. Gods must not interfere directly in the affairs of mortals. But what is happening here, in the Worldwound, is no longer the concern of mortals alone. And this is proof. This fortress has witnessed so many horrors and miracles. It makes me wonder how it still stands. I know how much light and hope you have brought to the Crusaders. Your achievements are indisputable. But during all that time, your followers believed that their leader was Heaven's chosen. This is a bitter lie, and goodness and justice cannot be based on lies. The light that emanates from you is deceiving, and dangerously bright. It burns your companions, and one day it will burn you too. But I did not come here to reproach you, or to bewail the fate of the unfortunate defenders of Dresden. I wish to stop the forces of evil and defend Golarion, both from Daskari's violent rage and from Nocticula's insidiousness. But that is not my only goal. I have come here to restore justice, for justice is the birthright of all. That's why I hail you as a hero who has triumphed over the demons many times. At the same time, I grieve for you, as for a soul that is caught in a web of demonic deceit and villainy. I am not here to offer reproach. I am here to warn you. In that moment, when my poor herald was being torn apart by monsters, he found the strength to send me a message about what he had learned in the Abyss. You were in Elutionera, where you spoke with the Lady in Shadow and the Architect of the Worldwound. They confessed what they had done to you, but they did not reveal the whole truth. Both you and this unfortunate world will have to pay dearly for the power that they so generously bestowed upon you. But all is not yet lost. That is why I have come.
Who here has been taking my name in vain? Ah, it's you, the Inheritor. What's this? Our worst fears have come to pass. The gods are flocking to Golarion. This merry little tinderbox could ignite at any moment, reducing the material plane to dust.
I did not come here to fight.
Oh, really? I didn't realize you were good for anything else. Forgive me, that was unfair of me. Judging by your successes over the last 100 years, fighting is not your forte. After all, the wound is still there, as far as I know. So why are you here? If you have come to meddle in my affairs, don't expect me simply to stand aside.
I cannot do that, alas. I will not subject Golarion to the war between deities, which will surely ensue if I personally intervene in mortal affairs. Do you hear me, Nocticula? You and your servant are under no obligation to leave. I have come here to shed the light of truth. Let us see if you both can withstand its merciless radiance. I cannot change the flow of mortal history by force. After all, the Worldwound is their doing, although committed at the behest of the Abyss. But sometimes force is unnecessary, and truthful words are all it takes.
The goddess who was mortal not so long ago is eager to judge us for our sins now. My sin, to be precise. What lies behind your eagerness, proud Iomade? Righteous wrath? Or perhaps fear? Watch out. A simple mortal woman has learned how to grant powers to others. Powers which are beyond the wildest dreams of many Imperial lords. This must be stopped, forbidden, taken away immediately. After all, what need will we have for all these arrogant gods once we become their equals?
Silence. It's impolite to interrupt your elders. But you know, Inheritor, she does have a point. What are you going to do now? Break my weapon, which has made so many victories possible, and only because he received that weapon from my profane hands, and the entire affair must therefore be profane also? What real reasons do you have? Save those born of your envy, your capriciousness, and your suspicions?
My reasons are quite real, as you well know. That is why you appeared here in such haste, is it not? You have woven a delicate lace of half-truths nocticula. From you and your servant, the Knight Commander has learned that he is bound to the Worldwound, that he is slowly dying because of its influence, and that he is yet capable of closing it. But you withheld a crucial piece of information. You never told him that closing the wound won't save him from death. For this lock will destroy the key to which it is bound. The one who closes the Worldwound will die along with it.
That is true. I tried to tell you back in Illusionera, but I was not allowed to. It is an unavoidable consequence of this process. To stitch two planes together as I have stitched Galarian and the Abyss, the soul of a mortal must be woven with the essence of the Abyss. To undo this seam, the original soul, the key, must be ripped apart. No one could survive such a process.
It is true. Now do you see the perils of accepting a demonic gift? No matter how much power the Abyss gives you, that power will always be tainted by lies and misfortune. This is the justice I promised you. The right to know the whole truth, and...
Trying, you say? I successfully hid the truth from you for as long...
You will live.
You will lose everything that makes life worth living.
You will spoil a brilliant endeavor and destroy the lives of thousands of mortals who will be devoured. Oh, how noble! For a brief moment, I even felt some regret that we demons are incapable of such lovely feelings. You see now, Inheritor? My little protege has more nobility in him than you expect.
This nobility is exactly why I came here. To help the Knight Commander learn the truth, and to show him that he has been used. Besides, I do not believe that you have been acting for selfless reasons, Lady in Shadow. Honesty and nobility have never counted among your virtues. You own the main source of Nahindrian crystals, and your servant Arilu has learned how to break the laws of the universe with their help. Can it be that the ruler of darkness and mistress of assassins has not conceived a way to use this formidable gift for her own benefit?
Accusations, suspicions, all completely hollow, just like your bright-eyed pretty little head. It's a pity you inherited Eridan's sword, but not his sharp mind. I have but one goal now. To stop the armies of that lecherous billy-goat and that gluttonous bug from strutting around my domain as if it were their own. I don't give a fig whether it will help mortals or hurt them. If the enemy of your enemy makes you a mutually beneficial proposition, you would have to be a complete idiot to say no.
Arilu has planted a piece of the Abyss itself in your soul. The only thing that can cleanse the soul of such a taint is that same soul. But I will be near. I will show you how to root out the demonic corruption. I am not a demon, and I do not offer... Yes. The power that Nahindrian crystals grant you will bring about nothing but your own demise. The branches of the Tree of Sin are vast and verdant, but its only fruit is death. You will not be able to save yourself unless you...
No, we're not quite finished with the revelations yet. Few secrets remain to be revealed, but they will be worth the wait. Does this look familiar? Do you remember the similar wound above your own heart? I have given you enough hints. Come on, ask me the question I have been waiting for. That's right. And this means that the Worldwound actually has 2 keys.
Good question. Just imagine. I have wasted so much time chasing the key to the Worldwound, and the key was right under my nose this whole time. Rilu, my love, come over here. Wait, I said wait! That little bitch. I knew she would betray me sooner or later, but I never expected such an idiotic stunt. But everything seems to be falling into place quite nicely.
Yes, Arilu Vorlesh will pay for her crimes with her life. Her flight confirms that our suppositions were correct. But now we know that the world wound can be sealed with her blood. You have no reasons to remain indebted to the Abyss and indulge the Queen of the Succubi. Reject her gift and secure—
She's talking rubbish. True, we gave you the power, but it was you who chose how to wield it. It belongs to you, and it will remain yours, so you can do whatever you want with it. But first, you must—
Ask, and you shall have your answers. My ascension was not accomplished in one day, and even the test of the Starstone was only one of its stages. I did not— Every one of my angels volunteered for that mission. They all— He acted on his own noble impulse, and I did not stop him. I also did not try to dispel—
She doesn't lie, sure. She merely withholds some of the truth.
My herald, my loyal companion, was captured, and now demons are right now as we speak. He has turned my herald into a source of power to open— As long as my poor herald remains in the hands of that monster, this will not stop. At first—
In other words, our Imperial guest had no problem.
You should not blame someone else if you base your— I could. But then every other demon lord would decide that he or she was next and stand against me. In response to that, the Imperial lords would take up arms. Then Hell, Heaven, and Elysium would join the conflict. A war would break out. As I have already said, I am here to open your eyes to Nocticula's lies and to prevent more The impulses that drive a soul as black as hers are beyond my comprehension. Perhaps she was startled by my arrival and decided— It is time to make your decision then.
If you have questions, ask away. Of course I do. Firstly, you'll need those powers to catch a You are extremely useful to— Because if I'd told you the truth, you would have refused to do it. Apparently, she understood that her secret was about to be revealed anyway, so she decided to leave in style. No, If I were her, I would hide in a place where Very well.
Perhaps your power came from the Abyss, but your beautiful soul has cleansed it of all evil.
Your power doesn't lie in magic tricks. You know it doesn't.
Maybe I'm missing something here, but how can a demon grant the power of an angel? Listen, if you had no goodness inside, you couldn't have reached Lariel in the caves beneath—
As a member of the Order of the God Claw, I ought to advise you to obey the will of the goddess, or at least to take it into consideration. But as your companion, who has spent a lot of time with you, I can't help but notice you have reforged demonic Nahindra.
It's not my place to gainsay the will of my goddess, but the thing is, I can sense evil, and I don't—
You gave hope to the Crusaders in their darkest hour, even when all seemed lost and only despair and death lay ahead.
My brother is wise. Listen to his advice.
These dames are tough, but Iomade is as tough as you. If she tells you to do something, you better do what she says. I can feel it in my tail. You're good and righteous and all that, so do what the righteous got.
Experience tells me that it's wiser to trust yourself and your own ability.
Your powers are interesting from a theoretical point of view. You are an...
I am waiting for your...
Quite right.
Okay. So, can't choose that. I could become a legend. When does it need with? I can be a legend, or I can be an angel. We'll stick to the angel path because we've been doing it this entire time. No, no, no. Ooh, flawless. Flawless attacks. Whoa. You like just yeah. Death effects, poison. The spellbook. Actually, Demon Bane actually sounds better. So we going wings, firestorm. Wow, there's so many dragon, trickster, lich, demon.
It pains me to hear that. But I am not your judge, and I shall not stand in your way. At least not until I see that Golarion is under threat.
Once, in the caves, you showed the light of heaven to a certain mongrel. That mongrel was a total...
It would have been so foolish for you to reject your powers. So many...
Mm-hmm. I do wonder how you trigger the other pass. I'm gonna have to research that later, but there's so much talking in this episode, I'm sick of it all. I now have wings.
I feel tired.
It's been lost again and again, but again and again we win it back. You win it back. You said... Turns. Okay. Okay. What table? That was... Okay. What are you? Okay. Swarm Mythic Pass? Okay. So, save. We've made our decision. This is the end of this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, let me know in the comments below. Those who subscribe as well and be able to keep up to date. I will see you guys next time. Till then, bye bye.